The person who writes the check should get the most help. And that's not happening with these brokers. What I seem to find that changes people's behaviors and attitudes in the private sector are lawsuits, more so than regulation. And I think with the announcement of all the changes that both parties are talking about when it comes to PBM pricing and pharmaceutical costs and drug pricing and Medicaid negotiations, I thought it was really important to get the crux of the situation out there, which is you've got a buyer and you've got a seller of services, and in the middle you have a broker. And that broker or employee benefit advisor is supposed to be working with the plan sponsor who's writing the check. The person who writes the check should get the most help. And that's not happening with these brokers. So I wrote an article on LinkedIn discussing that situation. And then lo and behold, today there is and my contention was that, a new company with the blank sheet of paper and brand new software is going to be able to do adjudication of these transactions much more efficiently than processes that have been in place since 1990, 2000. Software that was built on old architecture is going to produce old architecture results. It requires more staff to handle all of that administration, to keep the software and middleware from one company to another, just a lot heavier of a lift. And today we see that Capital RX and Prime Therapeutics, and Prime Therapeutics, for those that don't know it, is the Blue Cross Blue Shield. Prime Therapeutics enters into a transformative strategic alliance with Capital RX. And the strategic alliance is showing that Prime Therapeutics recognizes that CapRx's software and adjudication methods are better than what they have. And they recently acquired Magellan, which was a specialty pharma collaborator. I think this is really a fantastic move in the industry because it's showing that all of those moves and these capital-intensive software build is working. And it's going to work for all of us. It's actually going to help, and it has already helped, and it's moving healthcare into a better direction. It's moving us into a direction where we have transparency in the adjudication of our plans. If I work for XYZ company and they have a health agreement that is supposed to allow me good prices on my medical outcomes as well as my pharmaceuticals, then I should be getting better pricing than just someone walking in off the street, which is exactly the opposite. And this is going to help that. It's going to move these managed care programs and these health insurance programs over to new software. And we see it because not only did Prime Therapeutics, which, as I said, adjudicates most of the claims for the Blue Cross Blue Shields, among others, has recognized that Capital RX has the software that's more efficient and is guiding them in the right direction when it comes to transparency and claims. So really excited for this. I can't wait to see what it really means. They just announced it this morning randomly. The fun part is that if you actually do a search online in the news for both of them, it shows up, I think, in an Ohio ABC affiliate, nowhere else. So keep an eye on it. It's big news, and you heard it here first. So let's pay attention to that. Hey, you. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Money in the Bank with Frank. If you like that, hit the subscribe button. We have plenty more content like that on the Merge TV, and we look forward to seeing you next time.